Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, all placements. Holy Spirit, angel guides, what is the love brief for Cancer? What does Cancer need to hear right now? You are better off as friends. So there's somebody around you. Maybe they want more. Maybe you think you want more. But Spirit says you're better off as friends. Keep it in the just friend zone. Holy Spirit, angel guys, what's the message for Cancer, Lord? Holy Spirit. Concerning love, what's the message for Cancer right now? Mid-November. Okay, Spirit. Wow. Okay. You open up with the Knight of Wands reverse. That's someone who is consistent, reliable. Maybe they are through with playing the field, playing games, playing around. This is somebody who's serious, getting over playing. Maybe one of you is a player. This is what I'm hearing. One of you is a player and the other is very mature, ready to give birth to a deeper type of love. Definitely. Very mature. Soulmate card, Two of Cups. And you know, your soulmate can be your mother, your sister, a best friend, of course, your lover, even your pet, as a matter of fact. So we have a lot of soulmates in our lifetime, but we don't have a lot of true loves. And I think that's what you're looking for. Like I said, this is a very mature energy I'm talking about. They know what they seek, who they seek, the type of love that they need at this time. They also know their value, their worth. Their cup is very special, and who they decide to share that with is on their mind right now. The King of Swords is definitely thinking about his cup. The King of Cups. Definitely there is a change in perspective. Like I said, maybe you felt like there could have been more. Somebody felt like there could have been more, wanted more. But the reality is you're better off just as friends. You could have met them at work. You could work together. And again, you're better off just as friends. Love, work, romances don't always work out. Four of Pentacles, beginning to hold back from a situation that just isn't right. That leads you to, what is this? Ace of Pentacles. Whoa. And that's an action of self-love, which really attracts new love to you. Wow. I like this, Cancer. That self-control, it's paying off. It is, because you got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups here. What else does Cancer need to hear right now about this person, that they're better off keeping them in the friend zone? Because it's probably a distraction wrapped up in a bow, but it's really not what you want. It's not enough to distract you at this time. I do see you don't want to. Like I said, it's distraction wrapped up in a bow, and you don't want to cut this string, because the Eight of Cups is reversed. There's resistance. You want to unwrap, pull that bow. Absolutely. I know you, Cancer. Eight of Wands. Something could have happened quickly. Maybe the line was already crossed and now someone's trying to figure out how to get back to the other side before they cross the line. I don't know. Judgment, under judgment. Yeah, we have to handle this very diplomatically, compassionately, especially if it's at work, because you don't want this to escalate. Yes, very touchy situation. Or it could be a friend's brother or sister making it more difficult. Okay. Nine of Wands. Yeah. Challenging. Challenging situation. Yes. Twice you have the Hangman looking at the situation from a higher perspective. Right? It's really not, maybe it's just physical. And you're being told there's no substance here. Like, when you have given it a chance, there was no depth. This is for some of you. For others, okay, Spirit, tell me, why is it a friendship soulmate rather than an intimate lover? Why? For Cancer. Why do they have to cut that cord, whether they want to? Why should they not untie that bow? Because you're looking for somebody that you admire and somebody that admires you. Right? You want to be inspired. You want a deep emotional bond. A telepathic love, a real love. You're waiting for what you truly want, what you're passionate about. That's why you are better off at just keeping this in the friend zone. What else, Spirit? Around summer. Around summer, you're gonna meet somebody who inspires you, I feel. Yeah, that telepathic love. You know, this person, when you pull away or you move this to the friend zone, they're going to have a childlike behavior, like they want revenge or spiteful. Yeah, because like you broke it off. I think there was some crossing of the line. Some type of intimacy, somehow they feel led on. Like you led them on, they led you on, maybe you feel led on. Revenge is here. But around summer, I see this inspiration coming in. Yeah, this person is more of the Knight of Wands, and you're more of the Knight of Wands reversed. That's what I feel right now. This place... Yeah, see, this person, and based on where they are and where you are, there's a vast difference. They are a player. They do what they want to do, juggling connections. You would be an option, and I think you realize that. Tell me about this love coming in for the soulmate, for Cancer. Coming in. You've had many past lives together. See, this is the one. That's why your intuition is telling you, let this go. Because you've got somebody else coming in. Yes. Yeah. This is a distraction, kind of. They probably are a karmic soulmate sent to you to distract you, delay you. And if someone's not even being honest, this person isn't being honest because they have other connections. They're not even serious, but yet they want you to be serious. Yeah, thank goodness. The Emperor, the Empress assesses the situation and then proceeds with the right course of action. You're like, I'm out of here. And your body's telling you this is not it. Your intuition, correction, your intuition is telling you this is not it. It's this past life soulmate. That's the one regarding love. Everything else is just someone to play with. Yeah, regarding ending or moving this situation back to just friendship, there's a stalemate. There's a stalemate here because they don't want to go back to friends. I'm feeling like somebody doesn't want to go back to just friendship. But it is a difficult decision because somebody knows there's something more waiting for them. That's the whole thing. One of you has got a past life soulmate. Okay. Yeah, this is some messy stuff here. Very messy. Because I could see if they don't get hold of their emotions, they could carry some issues into the future for you. Especially with this new past life soulmate coming in. The past life soulmate is definitely going to be sending you some telepathic love. This is what I'm feeling. Establishing an emotional bond even before they get here. So they're using telepathy to let you know. Whoever the past life soulmate is, they say, if you only knew how much I love you. I'm coming back to the third dimension all because of you. I'm telling you, all because of you. If you only knew how much I love you. This is what, yeah, this is, you're feeling like there's something else waiting for you, something better. That's why you shouldn't settle here. You're feeling like the period does not go here. You're trying to break away. Somebody made a mistake. Maybe they acted in haste. I don't know what it was. Lust. Maybe you were drunk, high, whatever. It happened. Yeah, see? They can't get you out of their mind, this friend. They keep remembering the last time that you two were together. What did you do to them, Cancer, that they can't break away from you? More important, your intuition is telling you, leave this alone. I think you're going to have to cut it. Yeah, where's the string? Here it is. Whether you want to or not, the Eight of Cups is here. There's a string there, and this is some messy stuff, but you got to cut the string. That's going to bring your mind and your heart, and you have the King of Swords and the King of Cups. Bring those two into harmony. When your mind and your heart are aligned, your intuition becomes crystal clear. Yeah, Spirit wants you to get crystal clear on this. Anything else? Other intuitive messages? Balance and harmony again. Inner balance amplifies intuition. Stay in harmony with yourself and your desires, the passions of your heart. Yeah, you've got a past life relationship coming in, ending with the Ace of Pentacles. Two blessings are guiding you. The Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Come on. Whew. This is gonna be a romance of the lifetime. Give me some romance angels on this. Once that mind and heart are in harmony. True love. Yes, this is what I'm feeling. What else, Spirit? Okay. Okay, you know, the past person that is better off as your friend, you need to release and heal the past as much as you can, because like I said, you have somebody waiting for you. Someone's waiting for you, literally. Your past life partner. And so it's important to heal the past, because remember, we never want to take any brokenness into the future. And also, if we don't try and heal this with them through forgiveness and learning, it will follow you into the future. Another thing, you don't want that. What else, Spirit, for Cancer, November? Love. And then you know what? He wants you to give this past life soulmate, this new relationship coming in, a chance. And if you bring the past into the present, you're not giving what's ahead a chance. That's what Spirit is saying. I'm telling you, it's true love. What is ahead is true love. If you only knew how much I love you. Yeah, that's what's coming in. That's what's new. That's what Spirit wants you to give them the opportunity by not going back to the past. What else, Spirit? Okay, I'll do these. Sometimes I don't know which cards to use, but okay. Tell me more. What else does Cancer need to know? If you go back or don't cut the strings, you would be settling for something that you know you don't want. No, you don't want this. Something is off with this. Your intuition is telling you. So not cutting it off. First of all, you don't want to lead them on. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And nobody wants to be led on. Yeah. Plus, they're going to play the victim and say, oh, come on, he did this, she did that. Someone could even say something that's not true. There is some wearing a mask. Someone is not being honest or withholding information. They may have told others a different story about what happened between you two. Be careful of that. I do feel this deceptive energy. Yeah, because they don't want you to... They may act like they don't care when you separate, but they don't want you to leave them. They want more. This is somebody that got you where they wanted you that night. Now they're not willing to let you go. Or they keep doing things, trying. What else does... Look, yeah, this is their ego and pride that won't let you go. And this person, they're a little flashy maybe, a little arrogant, or they want to be admired, or that's why that admired, they're a little flashy. Their ego and pride's a little attention seeking for you. But man, you know it. There's something telepathic going on. This is the fifth dimension. This is the past life soulmate that Spirit wants you to work on, this partnership. And in order to do that, you've got to come out of the past. You got to close that cycle and move into this new cycle to be available. What else does Cancer need to know? To be ready, to be healed, to be receptive, to be open. Yeah. Never allow yourself to be taken for granted. It's better to remove yourself from the situation than to be treated less than you deserve. You are precious and you are worthy. And don't forget it. Don't forget it, Cancer. That's the Emperor and the Empress, removing themselves from situations that no longer serve them. That's what I said before, and that's what I feel now. For some of you, this situation is stressful because of maybe their closeness to other friends, family. But somebody wants this stressful situation to come to an end. And your angel guides, your spirit guides, they want you to know they're sending positive energy your way. Financial help, miracles, and life-changing blessings. So for sure, You are going to get over, be able to change. Or maybe you just cut it off. I do still feel that Eight of Cups. You know, sometimes you can't maintain friendship. Like you can't bring it back. So you just have to cut it off. Okay. 2111. Oh boy. What is that? Give me another one. 4. Thank you. Cancer. 1919 cycles. Karma. Warning. Judgment. And you did have judgment. That last cycle has to be closed. I don't know what happened, but somebody crossed the line somehow. And now they're trying to get back on the other side. That has to be addressed with compassion and empathy. Karma will be paying us all a visit. Release the need to control because you cannot force things. Learn your lessons so that they don't repeat in the future. Make some space for new experience. This is all about cycles, ending and beginning. 1919 in the comments, like. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And until the next moon phase, namaste.